Needless to say, I loved this episode of Korra. It's just so amazing to see that Toph, even though the years have changed her physically, her core remains intact. I mean, she's still the same sarcastic, cynical, feisty little blind girl that we've known from the Avatar: The Last Airbender series. Can't remember the last time I saw an episode of Korra and I laughed more than twice in one episode. Like, this was amazing. Her quips? I'm the original Bei Fong. I can't stand you being so pathetic and getting your butt kicked all the time. You want to hug something? Go hug a tree. Out of all the avatars I've trained, you are definitely the worst. Granted, I've only trained 2, but the bottom line is you suck. Oh, so you think Sue removed all of the poison from inside of your body? Come here, Korra. Let me just tell you a little secret. Between you and me, my daughter's the moron. Aside from Toph, the episode spent some time developing Prince Wu's character, and by the end of this episode, unlike Kuvira, I think he acknowledges the fact that he's not made to be a proper leader, which I like, because he's a snobby brat, and yes, sometimes his humor is a little bit cheesy, but by the end, it just served to humanize him a lot more. So it's retaking the conflict that was introduced in episode 1 in terms of who should be the rightful leader of the Earth Kingdom. Should it be an aggressive dictator or an idiot? And this consequently fuels a fight between Mako and Bolin. And it's going to be interesting how this sort of rivalry develops. We might see them fight eventually, but I do think that out of the two, Bolin is going to have to be the one to realize that, oh shit, I messed up the most. Because Kuvira is the one who's in power now. She's the one who can do the most harm. Prince Wu is out of the game. Bolin is still supporting Kuvira, because according to him, Kuvira and Korra are pretty much the same. Why can't people see that the best person fit to lead the Earth Kingdom, or the Earth Empire as Kuvira now calls it, is a blind old lady that wears her hair in a bun and that just likes making fun of the Avatar? If Toph were the leader of the Empire, she'd probably be like, I am Lord Melon. We get a cameo from Eska and Desna, which is cool. Apparently Desna sleeps in the tub. We also get to see the Fire Lord, Zuko's daughter. Varrick is experimenting with the spirit vines to try and come up with a new type of technology, and by the end of this, we see Milo, Jinora, and Iki. Their mission is going to be to bring Korra home, at least try to. Anyway, there's this part where Toph says that she can basically see everything that's going on because she's in the swamp. And remember, in Avatar: The Last Airbender, we learned that the swamp is like this giant tree that's connected to everything, that its roots just extend for miles and miles and miles. So at first I thought that Varrick was working on a type of technology that would allow him to see what's going on in other parts of the world so that Kuvira can rule over those parts of the world without having to go over there. But then I realized that the vine that Varrick was using was a spiritual vine, so maybe what they're trying to do is harness spiritual power to be able to create weapons for the future. My favorite part of the episode was the Korra versus Toph training session, in which Korra got her ass whooped. Toph did not get rusty after all these years. She's like dodging these air slices like it's nothing with her arms behind her back, just whoop, whoop. The part where Korra uses a water bending attack and Toph creates a block of earth to just jump up, and that's how she dodges it. It's just so great. And keep in mind, the earth that they're fighting in isn't 100% earth, alright? There is water in there. It's a good thing that Toph is mostly using mud during that fight. Because if it were 100% like solid earth, she even says, imagine if I were in my prime, I would have torn you a new asshole. Now, I do want to talk about her cynicism though, because there's a line in the episode in which we kind of realize that she kind of got fed up with being chief of police because she felt like she wasn't making a difference because, criminals would just keep coming up and up and up and up regardless of how hard she worked to maintain order. And she kind of discredits everything that Korra has done. So I think maybe this whole thing is not just about Toph helping Korra, but maybe Korra could convince Toph to go back to society. And she basically tells Korra the same thing that Katara told her, which is that I can't be the one to solve your problems for you. You have to be the one to help yourself. So she psychoanalyzes Korra, and it's this is another thing I love about Toph. She's incredibly smart. She realizes that maybe Korra herself doesn't want to get healthy because she can use her sickness as an excuse to not go back to being the Avatar. Because if you don't get better, you don't have to do your job, and you don't get hurt again. So it's kind of like a defense mechanism. She's scared, and it's okay to be scared. The problem is that she's letting the fear that she feels rule her life. I'm really glad that this sense of awareness was brought up this early on in the season. Not only for Korra, but for the viewers. Because when I heard Toph say that, I was like, she's right. In other news, Bosco is now part of a royal exhibit. And that's pretty much it. I love the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Like the review if you appreciated that. Keeps me encouraged. Subscribe to my channel to get more Korra reviews. And comment and tell me what you thought about the episode. Thanks. Bye.